Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, as a psychic medium, I want to talk about the 3 paranormal truths that you don't know about, that are shocking, that a lot of people don't know about, that I've learned in my experience. So the first thing, why they're there. Like, what is the reason that this spirit or this entity or this thing is in your space or it's around you? It's true that sometimes it could be attributed to, oh, they're attached to the property or they're attached to the house or whatever, or an object that you own. That does happen. But something that not enough people talk about, I don't think, is the fact that a lot of times spirits show up to you because of something you're ignoring in yourself. Now, let me break it down just a little bit. People talk about frequency matching, and basically that entity was able to match their vibration with the vibration of what you are feeling. And so the fact that they're even able to come in at all in the first place is because there's that thing within you, and it's only there to actually serve you. Honestly, if you're able to identify it, if you're a medium or if you ask a medium about it, and if you try to like inquire about the situation, about the nature of the entity and why it's there, you sometimes will realize that it's not there to wreak havoc all the time necessarily. It's there because it was able to get in to that hole in your field, that crack in your field. And that serves you because it shows you that that thing exists, that thing is there within you that you can address and release for your highest good. So that's a big thing. Another thing is why some parts of your home might feel more tense than others. So in my experience, I have found that the less activity or physical circulation there is in a room, the more likely there is to have stuck energy stay there. Because think about it, if you have a living room where people are coming in and out, you're watching TV, you're eating food, you're playing board games with your family, whatever the case may be, that's a lot of activity, that is a lot of movement. But some place like perhaps a closet or a laundry room, you're not spending nearly as much time in there or doing activity in there for as long of a time or as often. So there was this really interesting thing though too that happened to me where a room in my house, this is where it really hit home for me, and I realized this, is that the edges of the wall is where the spirit would like move, because the main floor of the room was where all the activity happened. He could not, and it was a male spirit. This spirit could not exist in a place that wasn't stale. It wasn't stagnant. And so he stuck to the edges of the room because nobody's like chilling, like nobody's like hanging out on the edge of a room, really. And so I found that very, very interesting, and I feel like not a lot of people know that. It's way easier for a spirit to hang out in an area where nobody really is very often. There's not a flow. There is just like hanging still, stuck energy. And so the final shocking truth about the paranormal that you probably don't know about is why spirits act scary. It's hard, it's gross, it's not fun at all to experience poltergeist or to see something or to hear something that is disturbing. But the thing about it is that I have found that it's for one of 2 reasons. One, they are doing that, they are acting that way in a very disturbing, scary way to feed off of your fear, to feed your energy. Because here's the thing, along the multidimensional plane, there are 15 plus dimensions. We are in dimension 3 because we're physical. 4 and 5 is where spirits hang out mostly, and that's also like the astral plane where we go when we sleep and stuff like that. The lower a spirit is on that spectrum between us and the 15D, the more they have to like siphon and feed off the energy of other beings in order to sustain themselves. So when they act scary, they know that it's going to get a reaction out of you, and they feed off of that, because if they do not, they will literally not survive. They will literally cease to exist. And so they have to do that for themselves, just like how you and I have to eat food and drink water. It's like that for them, but with energy and with fear. But another thing I feel like that people tend to talk about that. But the thing that I don't think people talk about is the fact that sometimes it's a cry for help. The scarier a spirit is, the more that it needs help. I have run into this where spirits who passed in a very violent way, or spirits with a lot of like muck on them and illusions and like layers of buildup on them, they look very scary and they act in a scary way and they say scary things. But then a team and I, or another medium and I, will literally shed those layers off of them, and we'll get to the core of who they truly are. And they're this bright light, and they're relieved. They say, "Oh my goodness, thank you." Usually it's very emotional, because all of that crap on top of them wasn't them, and they needed help. So of course, take that with a grain of salt. If something crazy is happening, please don't try to conquer it unless you know what you're doing. If you need somebody who is well versed in the matter, I can perform ascensions and home disturbance help over the phone. So if that's something that makes you uncomfortable, something that you're experiencing, or something that you have no idea like how to handle it or how to properly handle it, please like reach out to somebody else to help you out. We can totally do that for you. So yeah, that's everything I wanted to talk about in this video. Those were 3 shocking truths that you most likely don't or didn't know about the paranormal, and now you do. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.